Hi, my name is Samantha Christiane, and today I am recommending to you to watch Thor, Love and Thunder. I want the 4-hour Taika Waititi director's cut now. In this version, this universe with Thor, we get the Jack Kirby colors from the comics in a space opera, and we get that improvisational, moment-to-moment, silly humor level that you would see in a Monty Python movie. And this was what Taika Waititi and Chris Hemsworth were wanting to do. They had done that really well in Thor Ragnarok. It had a really positive reception, and now that they have evolved into these characters, they just pushed the envelope with the humor, and to me personally, it was incredible. Not incredible, it was sensational. I don't think there's anything more joyful than, apart from going to a live stand-up comedy show, seeing a hysterical comedy movie with adventure in the theater. And I don't think I've witnessed people laugh that hard since movies like Anchorman, Austin Powers, or There's Something About Mary. Taika may have that ridiculous, silly comedy, but he still makes room for serious emotional moments throughout the film with the characters, Jane Foster or the God Butcher, all these ones that are dealing with extreme conflict, whether it be her illness or his loss in faith in anything. There's a lot to work with. There's a lot of meat there. It's not just a silly comedy all the way through. We do get those beats. It would just be nice if the beats were a little bit longer because we want a little bit more. This is why I would like to see the Taika cut. I want to see those deleted scenes. Christian Bale apparently went nuts. He had like this whole spin with Gore the God Butcher, like gouging out his tattoos that he had from being a faithful servant to this god. Like, there's so much that I just want to see. So just please release it. That would make me so happy. What I love so much about Taika's work is the fact that he has that pacing and it feels real life. In real life, you moment to moment, you're not going to be like consistently one emotion. You are going to have to laugh at those really painful, traumatic times. And during those times, that humor can often aid you and help you process things quicker. So he really brings his background into all of his work, where it's like an emotional roller coaster. Yes, it's going to be really painful, but you can still laugh at your given circumstances, no matter how harsh they are, no matter how vulnerable you feel. There is still always room for comedy. We see this in Boy, we see this in Hunt for the Wilder People, we see this in Jojo Rabbit, and now we get to experience it in Thor, Love and Thunder. It is actually quite painful for Thor to be working alongside his ex-love, Jane Foster, who is now a mighty Thor, and her wielding Mjolnir, his old hammer. So it's like two exes hitting him in the gut at once. It's a lot for him to take. I thought Chris Hemsworth did such a good job with his relationship with the hammers, with Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, and what that represents of his past and his present, what he has to come to terms with. It's really good writing when you can emulate some subtext out of hammers. And thanks to this dynamic duo, we get to see from Chris Hemsworth's performance and Taika Waititi's direction, this character evolve. Even though he's so old, we get to see him evolve and change, and we get to go on this adventure with him, which is just another huge chapter in his self-development. All right, so my chosen dish to emulate the theme of Thor: vanilla protein banana pancakes topped with some kiwis. Kiwis are for Korg and the New Zealand representation. Protein powder is for those Thor muscles. So I thought pancakes were a good choice. We see it in the first Thor when he's at the breakfast diner. He's drinking his coffee or whatever he's drinking, and he smashes on the ground and he says, "Another!" And then he's eating pancakes. At the end, spoiler, warning, with his now inherited daughter, or whatever he's calling her, he's making her, they're called Panflaps, which I thought was really cute, and I wanted to make my version of Thor Panflaps. Okay. If you like this video, please hit a like and subscribe, and you can see more of my content.